What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video I am going to be talking about Manchester United's last game that we went and played, Leicester City at Old Trafford, guys. And let's just get straight into today's video. So we made one change from the last game against Southampton. Talk about the starting 11. So we started with De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Young, McTominay, Matic, Pereira, Mata, James, Rashford. So that one change was Matic coming in for Paul Pogba. Obviously, we all know Paul Pogba's injured right now with an ankle injury, so that's why he was ruled out for this game. We'll be hopefully hearing something about that on the weekend ahead of the West Ham game. We're hearing that he's in the criteria of coming back for next week, so it'll be good to get him back for next week against West Ham. Rashford's penalty secures vital 3 points for Manchester United. Not the best performance, not the worst performance. More importantly, we needed the points. I'll take that any day of the week. 3 points, win done, and clean sheet done. Let's just get straight into this video, guys. No messing around. What did I make of the performance? I think the performance overall was okay. Like I said, not the best, not the worst performance. There could be worse performances out there that we could put on, but I think this was like a game when we went away to them, when we played them at the King Power, where we sort of got the first goal and when we just wanted to see the game off. But the game at the King Power, we had the possibility of scoring more goals. But in this one, you just couldn't really see more goals happening. I think it was all about score the first goal and just see the game out, just grind out a good result against Leicester. The performance on a whole was okay, not the best, not the worst. The performance was in the middle. It was okay. It could be worse, but it's not. At the end of the day, I think at this day and age, you obviously want the 3 points. We got the 3 points. You've got to be satisfied that we got the win and also got the clean sheet. So it can't really get any better, really. Wasn't the best performance out there. Overall, I think it was okay. Not the best, not the worst, but you could have worse performances than that. But I think to grind out a good result, get the 3 points, get the win, get another clean sheet, it's good enough, I think, by me. More importantly, we needed the points. Why do we need the points? We just needed the points because we haven't been in our best of form. Obviously, getting beat by Palace and drawing to Southampton. So more importantly, we needed to win this game. Leicester are a big team. We knew it was going to be tough. We knew that their midfield was better than ours. Their chance was at Old Trafford. Didn't take it. Brendan Rodgers said we deserved a point. It didn't really look like their chances really scared us. Really, I think we deserved the 3 points. I don't think Leicester did enough to deserve a point. I think they were around us. To me, the chances weren't. I don't think that they got that close enough to cause De Gea to make a mistake, and it was one of those games for De Gea where he wasn't going to make a mistake. Yeah, no, performance as a whole, it was okay. Not the best, not the worst, but you could have worse performances than that, really. Like I said, more importantly, get the 3 points, get the win, get the clean sheet, really. Rashford's penalty secured it, and we just had to grind out a good result, and we did. First half, I think the first few minutes, bit nervy, bit shaky. Obviously, Lindelof's poor defending once again. They nearly scored in the first couple of minutes, and that could have been easily 1-0 for Leicester. Luckily, he missed the target. We got the penalty, and then it was like just about controlling and dominating the game and just grind out a good result, really. It had to be one of these games where just get the first goal and just not sit back, because obviously if you sit back, they're going to come at you. We had to make sure that the game management was better today. And it was a lot better. Well, not a lot better, but it was better from the previous 2 games. More importantly, we got the win. First half, it was okay. Not the best, not the worst. Second half, could have been worse. We could have got more goals with the likes of Chong coming on. I love Chong. He got us going forwards again. There's still lots to improve on in this team, you know, it's still a work in progress, but this performance could have been even worse, but we knew that their midfield was better than ours. People were thinking that Fred should have come in, maybe, but at the end of the day, we had Matic, a little bit better. Did we miss Pogba? Possibly, but sometimes when you've got no Pogba in there, you sometimes can play a little bit better than Pogba being in the team. So I think, you know, at the end of the day, it was more important that we got the win in this game due to our poor form. At the end of the day, it lifts the confidence of the team, lifts the mentality in the team. Let's just go again next week against West Ham, really. Second half, okay. Could have been worse, but one of these performances where you just settle for the 1 goal, see the game out, grind out a good result. That's it, really. Obviously, it is a poor performance, but in these type of games against Leicester that are tough, you've got to at least settle for the goal and just get the 3 points. And what we care about at the minute is getting the 3 points. No matter what the result is, make sure you just get the 3 points, you know. That's what we did. Another win, another clean sheet. So let's build on those clean sheets now. As a team, where do we need to improve? For me, the midfield, obviously. We're lacking that midfield, obviously. I think, that showed because of Paul Pogba being absent in this game. Also, the attack, there's something lacking there in the attack. And that's because of Martial being injured, which obviously brings in the youth to come up. The likes of Chong came into this game. I would like to see Gomez come in, but he didn't. He didn't get his chance, but I think he deserves his chance, midweek in the Europa League against Astana. Definitely we need to improve that midfield. Obviously that was due to the injury with Paul Pogba. Yet again, we failed to get the signing in the window, and that's down to the board. And once again, I'm going to say it again, we didn't have one of the best transfer windows out there. We should have got hold of Bruno Fernandes. We knew that Herrera was leaving and we weren't ready for another midfielder. The midfielders needs a massive improvement. They need to concentrate more in the midfield, on the training pitch more. Obviously they need to still improve that attack. I think the fluidity was there, the urgency was there from the attack, but just not enough. Not a lot of chances were created, so obviously the attackers need to improve a lot more there. Still improve that midfield on the attack as well, on the training pitch. It's a work in progress. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a bit of time. To get a result against Leicester, it's good. We just got over the line. We've got to be happy with the points, the win and the clean sheet. That's all that matters at the minute. We still need to improve that attack and that midfield. And if they can concentrate on that and on the training pitch, hopefully the goals will start wrapping up. And we just need to be sort of more solid in the midfield, and then just try and get everything out of the front three, really. Start putting away your chances, create more chances, convert your chances, and then it's like happy days. So I think we just need to concentrate more on the midfield and the attack. There's nothing wrong with that defence. We still need to improve in areas, obviously, as well. It's work in progress. Let's see what comes around goes around, and let's just see what the other results show, and let's just carry on that good work, I think. Let's hopefully try and create a run if we can. Can we create a run from this game onwards? Honestly, we can. I think maybe we don't have the team to do it, but then when you think about the youth coming through, it'll be good to get a run going. It'll be good to get the run going in the Premier League more than just in every single game, like game after game. Of course we can create a run. It's a work in progress. We obviously thought that the run was going to start from Chelsea onwards. It didn't, so can we create a run from this game onwards? Of course we can. It's hard. I think we do have the team to do it. It is going to take us time to get a good old run at it. It's not like we want to win this game, this game, this game. You've got to take it game after game after game. You've got to make sure that you get a win there. Make sure that the heads don't drop. Make sure that, we don't not get carried away. Take it game by game. And then if we can create a run, it'll be fantastic. But once again, we're a young team. We're still learning. Still a work in progress. Of course we can create a run from this game onwards, but it is hard to create a run. Of course everyone wants to win every game, but it's the matter of fact of how we perform, and it's the matter of fact if we get the result. And we've got the Europa League coming up this week as well, and we've got to make sure that our players are mentally ready and physically ready for these games coming up in midweek. Of course we're going to be playing more now on a Sunday. Next week I'm not going to be able to watch West Ham because I'm at the F1. It's a shame. Of course we can create a run from this game onwards, but it's tough. We're still learning, still developing as a team. We're still a young team. We've still got to improve. Lots to improve in the team. Still got areas to work on. And if we can continue working in those areas that we need to improve on, it will come good for us at the end of the day. It's not like it's going to happen overnight. It's going to take a bit of time. We've got to stick behind the team, the club, the manager, get behind the players every week in, week out. It's possible. We just need to focus, concentrate. This game was a good example to get that confidence back. We've got the confidence going back now, going into West Ham. Depends on what their result is on Monday night. Of course we can create a run from this game onwards. It's tough, but we've got to be mentally ready for these games coming up now, thick and fast. Now we've got about 4 games in the space of 12 days, so it's all about that recovery as well. Which players stood out for me? I think Dan James stood out really well for me. He was making some fantastic runs, made some fantastic crosses once again. Still, no one can't get on the end of it. It's just about that movement, that instant reaction. We have the desire in the team to go out there and beat Leicester. We did. We obviously got the win. Dan James stood out. He used his urgency, his fluidity. Wan-Bissaka's also had a fantastic game as well. I think Maguire had another fantastic game as well. There's some fantastic players that absolutely stood out for me. McTominay as well stood out for me, but obviously once again he was giving away some stupid free kicks in stupid areas. once again. He gave away a stupid free kick just outside the box. That was easily, could have been a goal for Leicester. He made some bad decision making, McTominay, but he stood out to fill in for Pogba as well. Well, actually, Matic filled in for Pogba as well. I think gave us that structure as well, and lucky to hold on to this lead. And we're lucky enough we kept our shape. We're lucky enough that we kept the dynamic in the game. We just got to keep our foot on the pedal and just improve as a team. So this game, it was just one of those games that was an example of just settle for the one goal, get the 3 points and move on to next week. Here is my man of the match. There's a few players that could be my man of the match, honestly, like I said. Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, McTominay. But I think the one that probably stood out for me was McTominay. Played fantastic. Him and Matic had to step up massively in this game with the absence of Pogba. Dan James stood out really well. He had to step in for Martial, but more Rashford really. But still, Rashford's got to improve. Obviously, he's still looking like a tin of salmon, but still needs to improve his game at the minute. His movement needs to be quicker. His reactions need to be quicker. There's plenty to work on in this team, plenty to work on. Fourth in the table, can't complain, after Arsenal dropping points to Watford as well. Getting into the goals now, obviously one goal was only scored. Rashford steps up nice and composed and puts away a great penalty to put us 1-0 up. Fantastic. Getting into the stats now, possession-wise for Manchester United was 42.3%. and Leicester City had 57.7% of that possession. Leicester had more control of that game in the second half, lost the game. Goals, obviously Manchester United scored 1 and Leicester scored none, obviously. Total shots, United had 10 shots and Leicester had 9 shots. Shots on target, United had 5, so at least we got over the halfway mark as well. Leicester only had 3 on target. Poor, I think there. That's not even half of 9. Shot accuracy, bang on 50% for Manchester United, and for Leicester City it was 33.3%. Shots inside the box, 4 for Manchester United and 3 for Leicester City. Shots outside the box, 6 for Manchester United and 6 for Leicester as well. Total passes for Manchester United, it was 335 passes. Not a lot of passes. We had more passes in that Southampton game as well. That goes to show because Leicester had about 446 passes as well. Pass accuracy for Manchester United, it was 75.2%, and for Leicester City it was 79.4%. Small margin there because obviously they had more passes than us, but it's not just about that, at least you still got the win, got the victory and got the 3 points and got the clean sheet. Getting into the substitutions now, Matic went off a thread. Talk about Matic, his performance, recalled to bring experience, and that was apparent at times. Leicester's use of 2 holding midfields eased the strain on Matic, put in a great shift, and he played for a good solid 70 minutes, and at least he got a run out this time as well, which is good to see Matic on the pitch. It was his first full start of this season as well, so at least, we had some experience there as well, but with Matic, young as well. Obviously McTominay, that's also been in the squad for quite a few years now as well. Obviously Mata started this game as well, so there was experience in this team as well. For sure. Mata went off for Chong. Talk about Mata's performance. Played in his preferred playmaker role again and disappointed. Seemed stiff-awed by Leicester's crowded midfield and could not really get going. James went off for Tuanzebe. Talk about James's performance. Quickly frightened Ricardo Pereira and showed again why the left wing is his fixed position now. Flitted in and out. Dan James played fantastic, without a doubt. Next up, it's of course West Ham. West Ham are currently 7th in the table right now. They've not played their match day 5 yet against Aston Villa. We'll find that out in the next coming hours, filming this right now. But yeah, they're 7th in the table. If they win this game, I don't know where it puts them. I think if they lose this game, they could still be 7th. Or let's see what happens with West Ham. If they win, they've got the confidence going into us. If they lose, they don't have the confidence going into us. In this game against West Ham, it's going to be another tough one, I think. Every game that we're coming into, it's not going to be easy. West Ham started poorly at the start of the season. They got absolutely battered by Man City, 5-0. Humiliation there. They reacted and got a win against Brighton, I think. Coming against West Ham, it's going to be tough because these beat us last year away from home as well, but that was because of poor tactics and poor game management, just down to poor crap really by Jose Mourinho. But we've got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer now. It's going to be different, but obviously he goes with his tactics, with his team, But, you know, it's going to be another tough one against West Ham. If they win this, they'll have the confidence. They'll be hyped up for sure. But even if they lose, they'll be still hyped up for this. Now that we've got the winning mentality back, we've got the confidence now going into next week. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. We've got to take it one game at a time. West Ham, I think I was looking at their squad before, and their defence isn't the best, really. I think it's all about causing them trouble at the back. They will capitulate. Once they concede one goal, the heads drop. If they concede another one, the heads drop. I think we've got to really go in, dig deep, and the front three, or however we put out there, have got to do the job properly. We've got to be physically, mentally ready on the day. I'm going to miss this game, unfortunately, as well. So I'm going to be reporting back with the highlights. So it's unfortunate to miss this game because I'm going to be at the F1, unfortunately. So I'll be watching the highlights. It's a shame. I would love to watch this game. It's a game that we should be picking up the points as well. It should be easy 3 points for us. Talking about that, though, we went away to Southampton and we got a draw. It's going to be important that Ollie picks the right team, puts the players in the right positions. He needs to balance the team out right. The structure in the team needs to be right. We need depth in the team, we need experience of the team, and he needs to select the right formation of the game. And I think from then we can go on and win in the game. It's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult. We've got to take it one game at a time. We've got to be physically ready on the day. The last time we won against West Ham away from home was on Tuesday, the 3rd of January 2017. Since then, away from home, we have drawn and lost. Not good enough. We've only picked up 1 point away from home against West Ham. I hope we can improve that next week, Sunday, as well. Going to miss the game, unfortunately, but if our players are ready on the day, physically, mentally ready, Ollie picks the right team, puts the players in the right positions, balance the team out right, get the structure right, we need depth in the team, and just select the right formation in the game and get on the front foot, create a few chances, and let's wrap up the goals early in the game. More importantly, let's just walk away with the win and the 3 points, and let's hope we can get another clean sheet, because that's more important now to improve that this year as well. West Ham, it should be easy, but talking about that, we cannot underestimate them as well, because they have got some fantastic players. So we've got to go in with the right mentality as well. So never mind about we should beat West Ham. We've got to go in with the right mentality, go in the right mindset, be physically, mentally ready, hopefully beat these and get the 3 points. Players to look out for is Anderson, Lanzini, Snodgrass, Sanchez, Fornals, Antonio, Yarmolenko, Haller, however you say his name, and Ajeti. Hope you guys have enjoyed another video. Be sure to leave a like. Subscribe to my channel if you are new. See you guys in a video in the next couple of days, and peace.